do this thing. So Obi-Wan Part 4. Sorry, I'm a little bit late tonight, plus I didn't announce that I was doing this, so it's a lot of my bad going on. There we go. Batman, na 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 na. If you post it, they will come. Yes, this is the way. I might have to kill my kid. Okay, quiet, please. Fuck's sakes. Damn children. All right. Never had you to myself before. Oh, well, there's 4 people here, Doc, so you don't. But 2 likes, 7 people here now. Hit that like button, guys. Let's see how many likes we can get. Oh, Puggins. You're too cute. You need to lay down. Nope. Just lay down there. Anyway, guys, so part 4 of Obi-Wan, just watched it once a few hours ago with Sylvia. Usually I've watched it like at least two times before I do these, so my bad. But here we are, nonetheless. Trekyards is here. Hey. And I did bring a drink, too, just so you know. It's a non-alcoholic drink, but still it's a drink, because I'm parched. I just got finished doing D&D. So... So, who here's seen Obi-Wan Part 4? We're going to talk about it. This was an interesting one, to say the least. Hopefully I can remember a lot of it. I want you guys to, like, give me talking points, because I'm going to, like I said, I've only seen it once, and I was kind of half distracted. So, so we get to see Vader's palace, essentially, which was interesting. I wish Vader played a bigger role in this episode, but hey, it is what it is. I gotta say, the snow speeders, or the speeders coming in, was kind of stupid. There was a lot of stupid, like, pew, 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 and then, like, silliness happening. I'm sorry, but there was just some dumbass stuff there. That being said, it was all right. This was a pretty good episode. There were a few things that at the time, really bugged me, but I can't remember what they are right now. I'm sure I'll remember once we get talking about it. But honestly, it's just... Yeah. Hold on. I gotta turn this on, because we had a power outage today, and it's turned on. There we go. Ugh. And I'm back. Hey, Eric Sween. Gotta say, those Loot Crate t-shirts really last compared to others, which fall apart after a few washes. Otherwise, still wearing mine, too. Ozzy says it was only 38 minutes. Yes, it was a short one. But, it's alright. Lola, the little robot, I think I would notice that its fucking eyes were red. I'm sure it'll go back to blue at some point, but still. Not really a good tracking device, honestly. Let's see what else. I love when they're walking out on the platform at the end, and Obi-Wan's got a officer's cap on. I'm like, pretty sure that facial hair isn't regulation for the Imperial Navy, but I think you'd be pretty spotted pretty quickly. Just got to say that. Seeing stormtroopers doing their jobs was awesome in those hallways. That was really impressive. Those visuals are great. I gotta love the stormtrooper look. So, there was a lot to like in this episode, but overall, it was just too short, and there was some silliness that happened that I don't know how I feel about it. I'm trying to remember specifically. Besides the speeders, which were kind of silly, there was some other stuff too. Let me know what talking points you want me to talk about, and we'll get into it. As Sean says, hiya, Captain. Only thing I'll say about the Kenobi show, the lack of John Williams inspired music hurts it. Gidrassel 45. This episode felt more like a filler than any of the others so far. However, anytime Vader is on screen and voiced by James Earl Jones, I am on board. Yes, but we have Hayden Christensen back. By all means, give us a flashback to him as Anakin. There's got to be something. We got to see Hayden Christensen. There's anybody could be in that suit. So to have him back for just that is silly, beyond silly. So no, we don't need that. Please don't keep doing that. That's all I have to say about that. Yeah, I'm having a hard time remembering this episode because, like I said, I only watched it once. So we got Ice Cube's son in this episode. Really? Like, for real? Or just as a, like, are you joking with me? I honestly don't know. So, let's see. What do you guys want to talk about? Talk to me, Goose. Really trying to blank, having a hard time here. Oh my goodness. Oh, the way Obi-Wan took out those stormtroopers was very cool. Just firing up the lightsaber for like a brief and then done. It was awesome. Him trying to use the Force when they were going there, trying to pull a little thing across the table. It was kind of heartbreaking because it's like, dude, you're like one of the greatest Jedi, and you can hardly move this little thing. That's awful. So Bill says like number 11. What does that mean? Like number 11 what? Noah Roken, the Path leader, is played by Ice Cube's real son. Oh, there you go. Very cool. Did not know that. And now I do. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Cool. Cooking here in Fort Mojave, Arizona. That's cool, Aussie. Yeah, it's probably going to be a short review because I honestly don't know what to say about this episode. I want to hear your thoughts. Anything specifically you want me to talk about? Refresh my memory on this one. I do need to watch it again for sure, but figured I'd at least come on and talk a little bit about it. Sean says, I thought he was refreshing the Frozen Kid, or referencing the Frozen Kid. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, the little youngling. I assume Obi-Wan will at some point knock his helmet off, showing his face. Also, hearing Hayden's voice and James Earl Jones delivering the same lines at the same time would be awesome. Would be. We've already seen his face, though, in the tank, and he does not look like Hayden Christensen. He's heavily makeup. He's heavily prostheticed up. So, is the Obi-Wan series degrading Obi-Wan just like The Last Jedi changed Luke Skywalker? No, I don't think so. If you don't really like it, just ignore it. It's pretty fucking easy. You don't have to. It doesn't have to ruin anything that came before for you. Some people it'll add to the lore. Other people, yeah, it might kind of ruin the character a little bit. But just ignore it then. I mean, watch it, but just put it inside canon in your head, like it's something that, you know, doesn't apply to your enjoyment of the show. I don't really think it's hurting the character at all. Just messes with a few things, I think. Mainly because it's only another 10 years until, or 9 years until Star Wars Episode 4. So, I really liked when Obi-Wan in the original Star Wars were like, Obi-Wan, that's a name I've not heard since, or for a long time. And then even Vader is like, the last time I felt this was in the presence of my old master. You know, quite a long time ago. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. I'm just brain dead tonight. Steve Russell, it wasn't very good. Hiding under the coat at the end was ridiculous. That's really ridiculous, yes. Ozzy, tonight got the new Orville episode. Okay. Steve Russell, I did see an article that the writer of the show didn't even see Return of the Rise of... Okay, I don't know what ROTS means, so... Alyssa Jericho, was anyone else reminded of that Austin Powers mini-me disguise from Goldmember at the end? Yes, 100% yes. Not a banned account. Is canon important, or is it all too much to keep up with for the showrunners? Canon is super important. We've said this all along, even with Star Trek. It is a lot to incorporate it into new storytelling that is shoehorned into a timeline, so I get some of their issues that they might have with it, but I just wish they would follow the path, you know? Canon is important, guys. Cryptic Coffee, episodes 1 and 2 were good, 3 and 4 were terrible. I wouldn't say episode 3 was terrible. I rather enjoyed episode 3. There were a lot of aspects about it that were confusing to me, like Vader could have definitely taken out with the Force that the robot that was helping Obi-Wan through the fire. Like, he deliberately let him go. He had to have, because he was strong enough to be able to take care of that. It's a freaking fire between them. But I liked how he dragged him into the fire. I thought that was cool. Liz Jericho, Black Adam trailer looks good. Has nothing to do with Star Trek or Star Wars. So, I haven't seen it yet. And not really relevant to the discussion we're having at the moment. But cool. I'm glad it looks good. I will check it out at some point, for sure. I want to see stormtroopers at the practice range being berated by the drill sergeant for their poor marksmanship. That would be hilarious, for sure. Will we get an Inquisitor Reva spin-off show like the Section 31 spin-off? I don't know. I don't know what the plan is from Disney. I don't mind these spin-off shows, though. I really enjoy them. They do add to the overall lore, sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. But, you know, I'm enjoying Obi-Wan as a whole. This one episode wasn't so bad. Just it was a little too short, and it was cool seeing inside Vader's fortress. So that was actually kind of neat. Yeah. I don't have much else to say. Will we get an Inquisitor? Oh, I read that one already. Never mind. I mean, yes. The answer is yes. Of course we will. I don't know. I just don't know. So where was Vader during all this? Seemed a bit odd. He wasn't around. I thought the same thing. I said that kind of at the beginning of this. I wish he would have been in it more. Wasn't that was the Fortress Inquisition? What the fuck? Wasn't that was the Fortress Inquisitorius, a headquarters for the Inquisitors, not Vader's castle on Mustafar. Maybe, I don't know. They never made that distinction for me. I always thought it was his Vader's fortress, so don't know. Bill says, Goose, time to do some of that captain shit. Yeah, time to do some of that captain shit. Not a bad account. I don't like sand. It's rough, coarse, and irritating, and it gets everywhere. It does. Bill says, I click like button and was number 11. You're welcome. Oh, that's what number 11 means. Thank you so much. Hit that like button, guys. There's 29 of you here and 14 likes. Hit that like button. George Mangrum, I thought about you and Samuel when I saw that the floor inside the base was all shiny. I have no problem with shiny floors in an Imperial base. That's exactly how they're supposed to be. That's how the Imperials like things. That's cool. Starfleet, not so much. Starfleet's always had carpeted floors or matte floors or, graded floors. Not shiny fucking floors. In an Imperial base or ship, I expect to see shiny floors. That was no problem at all. Yes, it's the HQ for the Inquisitors. Okay, cool. George Mangrum, I thought, oh, no, all right. List Jericho, it was the same place you visit in the Fallen Order game. Okay. I'll have to go back and play that again because I don't remember that. Not a bad account. Congratulations on your Queen's Platinum Jubilee. What the fuck does that mean? First of all, she's not our queen. Second of all, I don't give a flying fuck about the royal family or the Queen. And we're Canadian. We're not English. We're not British. So I don't care. So and even Samuel doesn't care. And he is in the UK. So we don't care. And yes, Steve Russell is correct. Then everybody's like, well, Canada's an English, it's a British colony. Yeah, not really. Not really. Haven't been for a long time. Part of the Commonwealth. Yes, but we don't bow to the fucking Queen. Don't get me started on that shit. Anyway. The point is, I don't care. So. Yeah. It's been a day. It's been a day. It's been a day and a half, actually. Looking forward to Strange New Worlds tomorrow. Although I saw the preview for it, and am I looking forward to it? Not so much. She's on your money. Yep. And what's your point? So we're a bunch of prime ministers. I don't really care. That's just out of respect because we watched for a long time. We haven't been for a while now. So, that's not what this live is about. So, will Strange New Worlds get more classic fight scenes? Good homage would be Pike getting his shirt ripped, then having to judo chop. This Jericho, we get some flashbacks and/or a dream sequence with Hayden. Yeah, I totally agree with you on that one, 100%. Kit 10K, have to get ready for work, but wanted to drop in and say, what's up? Good to see you, Kit, and enjoy your shift or whatever at work. But thank you for showing up. Appreciate it. 17 likes with 30 people here. Guys, come on, hit that like button. You know you want to. Even though I'm not as entertaining tonight, I'm just kind of tired and blah. Plus, there's not a whole lot to talk about with this episode. Let's see, what else is there for this one? One thing, I have a question for the last one. How the fuck did the third sister get in front of Leia in the tunnel? That made no sense. I joked that she used the ship's transporter in orbit and they just beamed her to the place. So I'd say this episode was fine. Good acting on Ewan and Leia's part as usual, but not especially interesting. Yeah, that's kind of a good summation for sure. Ewan's always great. So, Leia, she doesn't play scared very well. Like, she's not the best actress in the world, but, you know, she's like 10, so who cares? But those speeders coming in at the end was just stupid. It's the way they attacked, and why the Inquisitor didn't use some of the Force when it was right in front of her, and, like, you know, what? I don't know. Anyway. Let's see. We love you, Captain. Thank you. Joseph says Spock is on the Canadian 5 if you have a black marker. That's true. Not a band to count. The Empire would be a lot more. A lot more chill if they had Tim Hortons in a galaxy far, far away. This is also true. This is Jericho. The stuff with the speeders made no sense. They don't hover, and the Imperial worlds have detected them long before they arrived. And the Imperials would have detected them long before they arrived. Yes, I agree with all of that. The hovering thing really threw me. I'm like, are the speeders capable of that? I don't think so. And it looked cheap and chintzy with the way they were animated. I don't know. It just looked off. They didn't look like they had scale to them, and the scale seemed all wonky and out of whack. And the pilot of the other one, the one that survived, like cardboard cutout, like dipped in a puddle, and then like dangled to make it look like it's a human. Yeah, not great. Imagine having an undersea base where by one blaster shot will destroy a window and flood said base. That's one of the things that annoyed the shit out of me. When that window finally broke and the water came rushing in and Obi-Wan like ran for the door was open when he got through and a bunch of water spilled in after him as the door was closing. I understand, I get it that the door could close with water going through it. But the next shot, in that hallway, the floor's not wet at all. There's like no water. What? That just made no sense. That's one thing that really annoyed me. Thank you for bringing that up. This episode, Obi-Wan finds his groove, his mojo. This Jericho says, I'm disappointed Leia didn't say they were on Dantooine. Tertiary adjunct, Deborah Chow is either phoning it in or overrated. Deborah Chow, who's that? Which one is that? Bill says, I think The Mandalorian gave us very high expectation for all these other miniseries. Not really. Well, The Mandalorian's great, don't get me wrong, but I don't gauge my expectations by shows that have come before, necessarily. Inquisitorius has terrible security. I don't think Cho wrote the script. The water scene is straight out of Fallen Order. Yeah, that bugged me too. The timing would have had to have been perfect for there to be no matter. Yeah. And they were speeding into the land bay to the bay doors. They would have had to turn very quickly. Well said, Canadian. Deborah Cho equals director. Oh, yeah, no idea who that is, so, okay. Not a band to count. Will we get to see more use of the Force from Leia? She can fly and breathe in space in the movies. Yeah, but she doesn't learn that stuff till later, so no, I don't think we will. Steve Russell, Deborah Cho is the director that directed some episodes of The Mandalorian. Oh, well, then I'm disappointed. More so. This is Jericho. Not a fan of the overly stylized saber duels as well. They seem too bright, and I'm not a fan of them sparking on contact. I think the saber stuff has been done well so far. Like I said, that one scene where he takes out the two guards, where he just fires up the lightsaber as he needs it, and I'm upset that there was no limbs being cut off, but just firing up the lightsaber and then turning it off and then getting behind the other guy and then quick fire it on and then turn it right off again. I like that. I thought that was very well done. Tertiary adjunct. She must have directed the bad ones. Bill, young Leia reminds me of Mannequin Skywalker. Steve Russell, they were actually good episodes, which is why it's disappointing. I did like seeing Imperial stuff, though, I gotta say. Stormtroopers, Imperial bases, that's awesome. But like I say, the director doesn't write the script. That's true. That's true. They can only do so much with what they're given. But the director does have input into changes for the scripts and things like that. So, what do you want? If you lay on that, you can't dig at it. You can't make a nest, okay? Come on. Come on up then. There you go. Now lay down. Lay down right there. Good. That's what you wanted. Okay. That's fair. Kenobi suddenly remembered he could deflect blaster fire in the last act, which needs some level of Force attunement. As we saw, his disconnection from the Force for all these years has very much weakened his symbiosis with the Force. So the fact that he could still do that, and those scenes were also ridiculous. He's getting shot at from behind and from the front. Like, I know stormtroopers are bad shots, but really nobody can hit him? Come on. That was just dumb beyond dumb. And it wasn't just one scene. It was like 2 or 3 where that was happening. And even everybody at the end on the launch platform or whatever with the speeders, they were surrounded. There's no way that they'd be getting out and everybody else would be taken out by just those speeders. My suspension of disbelief only goes so far, and this episode stretched it in quite a few places to the point where I was like, what? Rebels need better tracking device detectors. That's true. They do. Marie Nathan, off topic. The mole above Ortega's eyebrow is very distracting to me. I know I'll eventually grow accustomed to it, but I'm not quite there yet. This is Jericho. I really expected Vader to save Leia from that torture device at the end. Make that line she says in episode 1 true. What line? You'll need clarification on that one. Or I'll need clarification on that one. James McGill, didn't realize there was so much errors in this episode. The story was enjoyable, but it seemed the production did a rushed job on certain scenes. That's a very good way to put it. It did seem very, very rushed and kind of almost vapid. Like, it was 38 minutes, but it was mainly filled by nothing. So there wasn't a lot of substance to this episode, I think. That's probably one of the issues that I really have with it. But again, I could be wrong. When Leia says her father will save her. Oh, expected Vader to save Leia. Okay. Well, he doesn't know that it's his daughter yet. And that would just be stupid. So I'm glad they didn't do that. Even if he rescued her without knowing that she's his daughter or whatever, I get it. But no, that would not have been. Maybe he'll remember his super speed powers from episode 1 one day. James McGill, notice Vader's body language and voice, and not quite what I remember from the movies. However, Vader is younger in this series. He's younger, and he's also not used to his suit yet, necessarily. He's had a lot of damage to his body. We know the suit causes him pain. So, yeah. Plus, it's Hayden Christensen, not David Prowse in the suit. And yes, James Earl Jones is older, so of course the voice is going to be a little off. I don't really have a problem with Vader's voice, though. I think it's fine. I think they did a good enough job with it. So, no real complaints from me there. 38 minutes, 5 minutes of credits, and 4 minutes of catch-up at the beginning. Yeah. It's a 29-minute episode. Jasper Jedi, the episode was more action-y, I think, but it didn't really propel the story forward either. Kind of pointless in a way. Yes. Also, when they jump in the fucking speeder and take off, you're telling me there's no TIE fighters available? There's nothing that can chase them? And then it just docks into a ship that doesn't even look like it can hold 2 speeders. When you see that shot from the side, the scale, sure, you could probably fit 2 in, like, butted right up against each other, but that was a small fucking ship. And to have 2 speeders in there? Come on. I don't buy that for a minute. Jim's Landscape says, hello, Commodore Boone is here. Hello, Commodore Boone. Treasury Adjunct, all you need is a trench coat to sneak past Imperial security. Yes, even with your full-on fucking beard, that is not Imperial regulation code for an officer, where he's wearing an officer's hat. Like, that was so Scooby-Doo. That whole... her underneath the cloak, like, seriously? Listen, Jericho, not necessarily. With Leia being a senator's daughter, Vader may want the political outcry if something was to happen to her. May not want to. Okay, yeah, okay. So he comes in and stops the interrogation because it's a kid, first of all, and second, well, not that he murders kids, but yeah, the political upheaval as a result of it. Maybe I could buy that. Yeah, I'll say so. Yeah. Jones isn't doing the voice. They are using the respeech computer system for Vader in this series. Same with Luke in the Book of Boba Fett. Oh, that's why it says James Earl Jones in the credits. Okay, gotcha. Jasper Jedi. Supposedly it was a trap, so they didn't need to chase them. Though admittedly, a couple ties chasing them for a bit would have been more convincing. Yes, it absolutely would have. And I'm like, as they're flying away, even though it's clouded, you know, ooh, they're obscured by the clouds. I still expected to hear like a TIE fighter or 2 chase after them. Yeah. But fuck, that pilot was awful. They both were awful. Anyway. And supposedly it was a trap to let them get away. I don't buy that for a second, even though that's what she tells Vader. Yeah, she put a tracker in the fucking robot. Who cares? That doesn't mean we're going to let them get away. No. That was just in case they do get away, then I can say that, that was the plan. Because, honestly, you had Kenobi. That's who you've wanted all this time. Boom, baby. Take advantage of that. You don't want him to get away. You're not going to let him just get away. Not just to find out who the rebels are or where their location. I don't buy that for a second. That was a secondary, like, I'm going to put this here just in case. And sure enough, it came in handy. Remember that the Senate is still a thing here. It takes until A New Hope for the Emperor to dismantle it. Hence, they still have some power in the Empire. Yes. Tertiary Adjunct, that respeecher sounds good. Damn. James McGill, I'm very impressed with the young actress' ability to portray a young Leia. Very believable. Is she? She's believable about 80% of the time. There's some bad acting on her part. So, very believable. Good enough is what comes to my mind, but Disney Star Wars is woke garbage. They make Obi-Wan a cuck. A cuck, eh? Okay. I don't know what that is, so okay. Yeah, she knows Vader really cares about Kenobi more than the rebels. She wouldn't have let him go on purpose. Yeah. She wanted Kenobi, I guess, for Vader. So yeah, absolutely. I don't think that was the plan necessarily. That was just in case. scenario. So, yeah, yeah. By the way, guys, haven't had one super chat this live. It's kind of disappointing considering we're 35 minutes in. I know you guys don't have to, but it does help the channel. It helps us. This is how we make our living. So, if you can, please do. I would appreciate it. But if not, that's cool too. Just letting you know. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard, probably 4, maybe a little earlier. We're going to be doing our live reaction and review to tomorrow's episode of Strange New World. It's not going to be on Friday this week. It's going to be on Thursday, just so you guys have a heads up. Okay? So. Oh God, I automatically disregard anyone's opinion who uses the word woke. Me too. Me too. Jasper Jedi, the third sister, I mean. Yeah. Strychnine, remember, the Force is female. Steve Russell says no. Okay. Yeah, anybody that uses the word woke just shows their mental blockage. It's such a stupid fucking word. Just say progressive. Just say, oh, but those words don't, they aren't little jabs at the whole thing. So, of course, you got to use a fucking word like woke. Yeah, woke, just as soon as I hear it, I'm like, oh, well, moving on. I know exactly what your agenda is. Let's just not even acknowledge it. So, yeah, I'm on that page with you. Let's see. I did like the stormtroopers in the one poor guy at the end of the hallway guarding a door by himself with nobody to talk to. I feel so bad for people like that in jobs like that. Like, what the hell, man? And you have to stand there in armor too, and stand. You don't even have a chair. Come on, that sucks. How many people break into this base that you need a guard at the door? I do like the underwater shots as well. Some cool creatures there, but yeah, I don't even remember the beginning of the episode necessarily, where they decide to go rescue Leia. Oh yes, he was in the back to tank, and he freaks out. And there's the parallel with Vader, and yeah, and he still needed more time to heal. Is another thing. So. One thing about the stormtrooper, the agent lady was able to knock out 2 stormtroopers with just a slap on each helmet. Must have missed that. That's hilarious. Jasper Jedi, $5. Oh, awesome. Sadly, obligations make me miss most afternoon streams lately, but glad to be able to catch an evening one at least. Cheers. Well, thank you very much, Jasper Jedi. Much appreciated. And yeah, these live ones are more relaxed and hang out, talk about whatever kind of thing. But considering I was away for a week and there was kind of, I don't know, we just haven't had the best of month, which is weird considering all the sci-fi that's on. People are tuning in, people are watching, but engagement's way down. It's really weird. Watch it again. She did it just as that. Well, I do need to watch it again, and I will be doing that tomorrow. I just haven't had a chance to squeeze more than one viewing in today, unfortunately. So, 1 slap each, really? Wow. Jasper Jedi, yeah, another review I saw pointed that out. The slap is pretty ridiculous. Yeah, it's like they're almost giving the haters, the fandom menace, shit to talk about and complain about. And that is annoying to me. Like, don't deliberately feed them things that aren't good. And when people that like the show and are trying to be more positive about it notice it and point it out, then you done fucked up. So yeah, I don't want to see it, really. Don't want to see what? The slap again? I didn't notice it the first time, but then again, like I said, I watched it the first time. I was eating supper, and sitting with Sylvia. So I might have missed one or two things, but it was a very, time-wise today was very strict. Had D&D right after we ate, so we didn't have much time to watch this, and got it squeezed in, but it was just one of those days, So yeah, the things you were talking about, giving us reasons. Oh, yeah, I like Obi-Wan. Yeah, it's like you got to know some of this stuff is just going to be latched onto by the haters and going to be talked about. Just don't put that in your fucking show, guys. Anyway. It's a quick moment. I missed it too, but I wouldn't miss it again now that I've seen it. Oh, good God. It's one of those. Jim's Landscape says, night, everyone. Commander Boone out. See you later, Commander Boone. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Hit that like before you leave, though. We have 29 likes. Can we get up to 50? Can we get 11 more likes? I don't think so. I don't even know if we have moderators on here, because I didn't schedule this one. I didn't know when I was going to be done D&D, when I'd be able to get this started, so I didn't schedule it. And, oh well, that's my bad. But Tertiary Adjunct, Disney is doing it on purpose for buzz. They know you'll watch anyway. Could be. I could see some of them being deliberate things, for sure. Just wish they wouldn't. For buzz. I don't think Disney really needs buzz. Ugh, I wanted to get on another TTRPG campaign. What's a TT? I know what RPG is, but a TT. Tabletop. Gotcha. Hit the buzz droid, center eye. D&D or the like. Yeah. Well, we've been playing since the beginning of COVID, once a week, every week. So we've been playing for a while now. So, yeah. Right now, Wednesday nights is our time for D&D, so. That was my pug. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm probably going to call it soon because, yes, that was my pug sighing like the pathetic little animal she is. So, it was not me. I'm probably going to call it soon because, honestly, I don't have much to say about this episode, and you guys aren't super interactive tonight. I don't know if it's just one of those days where everybody's kind of like blah, but yeah. Plus, we'll do our live breakdown of Strange New Worlds tomorrow night at 4, and then tomorrow night at like 10, I'll probably do another like first reaction just to the episode, because a lot of people tune in for that. Friday, I may do my first reaction to the Orville episode 2. But yeah, now that I'm back from Wonderfest, we can actually get more of a standard routine going. Hello, Cap and Dole, and happy Ghostbusters Day. Hope everyone is well this evening. Good to see you, Donnie. Joseph, she has the right idea. Nap time. She naps all damn day though. Joseph, yeah, let's Jericho. Off topic, but have you checked out The Boys yet? Homelander is the new Vader for me. Yeah, I'm almost done season 2, but I stopped watching season 2 like quite a while ago. I know there's another season. I still haven't even watched Strange New Worlds yet. Decided to watch Buckaroo Banzai last night. So, and I'm still like, I'm probably a quarter of the way through season 4 of BSG. I got a few things on the go right now. I just need to kind of figure out what I'm going to watch and when. So, The Boys I'll get back to. I really enjoyed The Boys. So, yeah, Homelander's pretty Pretty crazy. Joseph says good night, Kev. Good night, Joseph. Good to see you. Yeah. Anyhow. I don't even know what to say. Does anybody have any last things you want me to talk about or talk on? Let me know. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Or I'll be hitting the stop button, I think, perhaps. Surprised a lot of the regulars aren't here, but then again, like I said, I didn't schedule this. And it's kind of a new thing for Wednesday night, I guess. What do you want to see happen in the last two episodes? I want to see a flashback. I want to see Hayden as Anakin, either in a flashback or I don't know what, a nightmare sequence, something would be great. I don't want to see him just in the Vader outfit because that's just a waste of Hayden Christensen, in my opinion. Could be anybody in that suit. I'd like to see Leia get returned. I think that's obviously going to happen. Obi-Wan has been renewed for season 2, so I don't know what that necessarily tells us. I want to see Qui-Gon Jinn. I want to see him talk to Qui-Gon Jinn, get his ability to talk to his old master back. I want him to get attenuated with the Force again and not be such a weak old man. So the theme tunes and scores are what I love the best about Obi-Wan Kenobi and Miss Marvel, to be honest. Haven't watched Miss Marvel yet. Sylvia wants to watch that, but we just haven't got around to it yet. So Jasper Jedi, yeah, Hayden as Vader is neat, but it's definitely a waste. Steve Russell, I don't think season 2 is confirmed. It is. They announced it I was in Louisville, so either Thursday or Friday, I think was when they announced it, that it's season 2 is confirmed, yes. This is Jericho. I would also like to see the boy Luke do something. He was advertised, but hasn't really done anything so far. Yeah, seeing a young Luke would be great. I did not expect to see a young Leia in this series, so that completely broadsided me. Just slam. But, oh well. It's a nice thing for sure. And to get Jimmy Smits back as her dad, and, there's some good stuff there. I just did not expect it. And yeah, I did expect a little bit more Luke. So, it is what it is. Them announcing season 2 so early is desperate. It's not, though. Not at all. I mean, they've done that with Star Trek, with Discovery, and with Picard. Because they announced season 3 of Picard like halfway through season 2 and stuff. It kind of smells of desperation a little bit. I can see why people would say that, but unfortunately, that's just the way that things go these days from a marketing perspective. So, yeah, I think in Discovery's case, it was very much we're not going to quit even though our viewership might suck, and we don't want the fandom menace thinking that they won. So yeah, we're announcing the next season. Yeah, I get it, but it's not like it's early. Like we're halfway through the series already when they announced it, or the season, because it's only 6 episodes in season 1. So I don't know. It's just the way things work these days with streaming shows. You get the announcement that it's been renewed pretty early on. It's just kind of the way it is. So, like I said, desperate. Yeah, they do that with bad shows. Well, yeah, I did say Discovery and Picard, didn't I? I think no matter what, I'd feel weird since it's only 6 episode run. Is Maul in season 2? I don't know. Well, Maul was it Rebels? Where he fought, and I think Obi-Wan killed him? I don't know. I never watched Rebels. So how that would tie in, I don't think Maul would be in it. It'd be cool to see Maul back, honestly, but not sure I can really see that happening. So, But yeah. Anyway, I think I'll call it there. I'm just coming up on an hour right now. Yeah. No mods here. Oh my God. It's just not been a successful show. Had one super chat. Plus, it's not a great episode to talk about. It's just like you guys have said, it's kind of filler episode. So there's not much to talk about here. And I agree, which is sad. But it's where we are. It's the way it is. They could retcon Rebels. There is still that whole Syndicate story that's from Solo that they haven't touched. Yes, that's absolutely very true. I thought the Syndicate, or the Red, whatever it is, I forget what they're called now, was going to show up in Book of Boba Fett, honestly. Like helping out the Pikes, or being the ones controlling the Pikes. That's what I thought. Crimson Dawn or something. I think it's Crimson Dawn. It's Crimson something. That was my dog again, just for the record. She's back there sleeping, and she's a pug, so. It's sad that there's any filler episodes in a 6-part season. Yes, it's very sad. Obi-Wan throws in $5. Awesome. I'm looking at ordering the new Diecast Enterprise. How can I contact you? Shoot me a DM on Facebook or email me at trekyards@hotmail.com. Why would you want to contact me? I'm not the one responsible for ordering them. The links are in the descriptions of the video that I posted about it. You can pledge that way. So Textical, it's business to renew the series. Obi probably brought in a bunch of subscriptions for Disney Plus. It was their largest viewed premiere on the streaming channel. Well, there you go. And it's all business these days. It's all business and money. What'll make money, even though like remaking something, having a reboot or a reimagining of it, it's all because of cash. It's because it's a cash cow franchise. And unfortunately, all the new producers and everybody want to put their stank on it, and they want to have their designs, and it's a bit of a shit show, but that's just the way it goes these days, unfortunately. So, NZ Fade, it was probably the best episode of Kenobi so far, but the writing of this series is terrible. Ewan is such a good actor, and where are the flashbacks of Anakin and Kenobi? So many missed opportunities. Yes, missed opportunities. Should be called Obi-Wan Missed Opportunities Kenobi. You were looking for someone to order in the U.S. Oh, yeah, I've got a few people that I can either go visit to pick it up, or even Gary Kerr himself, the guy that's working on the project, says that I can have one for me shipped to him, and I'll pay him for shipping, and then he'll ship it out. So thank you very much for helping with that. But yeah, I think I got that covered. But thank you. Appreciate that so much. That is awesome. Very kind. There's a lot of very kind people commented on my post on Facebook about that, and I appreciate all of them that did that. So, yeah, thank you so much. That is amazing. Amazing, sir. Late to this one, Mr. Shenanigans at Wonderfest. Hope you had a great time and great food. I had both. A great time and great food. And great company, and great friends. So, yes. And everyone says, okay, cool. Yeah. No, thank you. I really appreciate the offer. But I've got more than enough people that can order it for me, and I can drive down and visit them and then bring it back or whatever. So, yeah, a lot of people chimed in. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate the help. My guess is they'll trash Kenobi to the bit, or track Leia and Kenobi to the base, and it'll be attacked, and Kenobi will just run away, making everyone think what a terrible person to ruin his legacy. Just my prediction. Wow, that's a little harsh. This is Jericho. Sucks that the Enterprise isn't coming to the UK. I would have got one. I know. This whole, even with their fucking streaming services, US only, like, fuck off. fucking the U.S. thinks that they're the center of the fucking universe. It's bad business to make it U.S. only, but it is what it is. Like, we're up here in Canada. We're part of the same continent. Just saying, wouldn't be hard to like include Canada at least. But still, yeah, I feel bad for everybody in Europe, everybody in the UK, Australia, anywhere else in the world that would want one. You're going to have to wait till they're selling on the secondary market. And like I said in that video, they're going to be at least double, triple, or even quadruple the price on the secondary market because it's just the way it goes. Yeah, that enterprise wanting 5,000 orders and only 3% of people wanting to buy it from yesterday can't order it in New Zealand. Yeah. Yes, I'm in Canada. I would get one or two. Exactly, yeah. Well, they've gone up quite a bit since yesterday. They've doubled their number of subscribers since yesterday, and there's still 33 days left in the campaign. So these things always like go in spikes. You get a lot near the beginning, and it goes down, and right near the end, it always picks up. So hoping to get the 5,000 because Gary Kerr, the guy that worked on it, a friend of mine, he gets his freebie because he's the one that basically designed it, and he's going to be checking out their second prototype soon and making all the corrections that need to be done and revisions for the next version, which will probably be the final version. So yeah, he definitely has a vested interest in it because he wants to get his token freebie one, which is fair for all the work he's done on it, absolutely. But yeah, I just want, it's that size. That's what it is right there. But this is my 350 that I built, so. Speaking of Disney Plus, I plan on binge watching the Stargirl duology later on. I am right at the end of season 1 of Stargirl. It's pretty good. It's all right. I say it's pretty good. It's all right. It's like a CW show. It's definitely geared for kids. It's more of a teen drama kind of thing, but you know, it's got some good things about it. So, season 4 of Westworld is on the 26th. Pumped. Is it a show you watched? I haven't watched any of Westworld yet. I watched the original Westworld movie, but I've never watched the show. So, something I probably will eventually get to. But your YouTube connection is 720p. Okay, I don't know why. I'm not using my Wi-Fi, and I'm using my LTE network, so don't know why it's so low. Don't know what to tell you. Pronounce dual-ugi. Okay, don't know what that means. And then alive. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to call it quits there, guys. Very underwhelming episode. Very underwhelming live, honestly. No moderators, not that many people. But that's my fault because I didn't schedule it. Got a whole 2 super chats, which is awesome. And nobody's really interested in talking about Kenobi. So that sucks. Hopefully the next 2 episodes will be better and people will be more engaged. I want to come in and actually talk about it. So, and now apparently my connection's bad, so people are complaining about the quality of the picture. So I have no control over that. It's the same setup as I always use. I don't know why it would be different. So I think it's a good place to leave it at the hour mark here. So have yourselves a good night. Thank you everyone that joined. Thank you everyone that super chatted. Really appreciate you guys. Even just tuning in. You are all awesome. And I will see you tomorrow night at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our live breakdown of the next episode of Strange New Worlds. And tomorrow night, I might do a live as well, talking about the episode also. One of these Hangout lives. We'll see. So stay tuned for all that stuff and join us if you can. Until next time, I'm Captain Foley. She's my pug. and I'll catch you guys later.